there's like this hot new theory that NIL and the portal have killed the mid-major, which is why you're getting less of the secret sauce
for 1 year.
And less of the, which is
for 1 year. It's
well,
killed the mid-major. Yes.
If I may, I'm confused because we had Jim Larranaga on our March Badness broadcast, and I saw Jim Larranaga, and I really don't understand where he's coming from. He tweeted something to the effect of the happy
80s.
portal. Well, he's like happy portal where you can lose your entire roster, and he's famously shared this story about how after Miami made the Final Four run, everybody on his roster came to him asking for a raise. It's just what. May I ask you guys, how are we doing here? Because Jim Larranaga, okay, the big baddie that ruined everything in Miami is apparently NIL or the portal. I don't know which one he's talking about, to be fair. He could be talking about the portal. He could be talking about NIL.
Well, it hand in hand, right? Like, if you don't give me my NIL, I'll go to the portal.
Right. Miami. Basketball.
Right.
Did pretty well with NIL.
Yes, and the portal.
Made Elite Eight, made Final Four.
Yes.
They lost. Jim will try to convince you that he lost his entire roster the following year.
He did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, no?
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
No, he didn't. He lost Zay Wong, and he lost Jordan Miller. Now, two guys that have been in and out of the league.
Yep.
Good players.
Yep.
Replaced him with a first-round draft pick in George, who's playing well for the Wizards.
Yes.
And Matt Cleveland, who Jim Larranaga loved.
Yes.
And wanted, and twice now said, I prefer him over other guys. So he brings in a first-round talent to a core that made it to the Final Four. You still have Pac, you still have Omir, you still have Wooga.
Yep.
What is happening here? They fell off a cliff with all that talent. And the following year, he followed that up by getting Jalil Bethea, who was the #1 guard coming into college. And then he quits on the team midway through the year. But it's NIL and the transfer portal.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you exactly what it is, Mike.
Give it to us. I have a theory, too.
You ever meet anyone who's like in an open relationship? You ever meet those people?
I don't hang out at those bars. I mean,
No, I'm just saying.
You're giving us a glimpse into your life right now.
You mean the upside-down pineapple thing?
The upside down pineapple.
Jimmy
people,
L's a
right?
swinger, is that what we're getting to?
So
I'm not a big cruiser. Chris, though, he's on one right now.
So not necessarily swinging, but like open relationship, meaning like, hey man, me and my old lady, like we have an open relationship. I can see whatever. Inevitably, for all those people, it's great when I'm the open part. When the other side is the open part, wait a second, hold on now, what are we doing here? That's the exact same thing. It's like, it's cool to be in an open relationship when you're the one who gets to bang everybody and your significant other is dutiful at home and just waiting for you. When the significant other takes advantage of the open relationship, now all of a sudden we got a problem. And that's what Jim Larranaga is doing.
But he wasn't being taken advantage of.
Yes,
No. The following year, after he followed up a Final Four season with getting a first-round draft pick in his roster, we brought back the entire core.
Right.
So, like, who's doing this? Who's the boogeyman that's stealing your players? You didn't lose anybody.
The NBA. No.
Like that following year, which was one of the more talented Miami teams of all time and one of the most disastrous seasons of all time, only followed up by a more disastrous season that caused him to quit midway. It doesn't hold water, and he's a nice guy. I love Jim. Greatest coach in the history of the program. Love the guy. But he keeps perpetuating something that's just flatly not true. He made it up. It's not a thing. We had Seth Davis on the show saying the NIL spend. I'm like, guy, I know. We got Bethea. Like, it's not a real thing.
I have an unchecked theory. Because I think you're right.
Let's do it.
So I'll need somebody else to check this. I don't know if we have it.
No checking. We don't check
checking?
around here.
We
Just give theories.
Okay. How old is the coach? And I don't want to be an ageist.
He's pretty old. He's pretty damn
One
old.
of the oldest.
Yeah.
One of the oldest. I think it's an energy thing. I think it's I do not feel like recruiting in the portal as well as recruiting high school, as well as recruiting my own players. And I feel like a lot of the coaches that have expressed that issue or said, I'm not doing this, they all come from the old guard, but it's like, it's a lot.
Hawk, you are 100% locked in.
Wow.
That is what happened here.
Unchecked theory,
But
guess what? Just got checked.
Yeah, no, it's flatly what happened here. He can be frustrated with the process. He lamented plenty around boosters and the collective about this process. It's why a lot of people look on the women's side. Katie Meyer also retired because of a similar thing, even though she had success at it. Even though the collective helped fuel a deep run in their tournament, they went to the Elite Eight. But it's just he keeps perpetuating a false narrative because it's convenient. You didn't have the energy to keep up with the times. It's totally understandable, my guy. But it's just a lie, and it's become fact. You didn't lose anybody to another school after the Final Four. You lost 2 dudes to the NBA, and you replaced them with NBA players. It's just not accurate.
Yeah. So you're actually taking advantage of the portal in NIL as opposed to being cursed by it.